My girlfriend said, "He helps me reach my potential." I replied, "We're over." Then I opened a new account, paused our transfers, scheduled move out, split bills in writing, changed passwords, and handed her legal clinic numbers, because the investor texting her had a wife she didn't mention. Original post: I am 32, male. My girlfriend Maya is 30. We were together 3 years. No kids. We rented a 1-bedroom above a bakery that starts the mixers at 5. I work in supply planning for a food distributor. Day shift, spreadsheets and trucks. It felt simple at first. The odd note landed on a Thursday. Maya sat on the couch and said she had kissed her ex, Liam, after a drink with friends. She said it was a mistake. She said it was closure. She cried. I felt the small twist in my stomach. I trust. I kept my voice even. I asked when. She said last weekend. I nodded. I did not yell. I did not ask for details. I told her I needed a walk. I walked around the block. I thought about the ring in my desk. I had been saving for 6 months. I had booked flights to Paris for fall, non-refundable discount tickets. I planned to ask her on the Pont Neuf at sunset like a cliché I used to mock. I came home and set the envelope with the tickets on the table. I lit a candle because the power had flickered earlier. I held the envelope over the flame and watched the edges curl. The paper turned black and lifted into ash. Maya stared at it and then at me. I said calm, I was going to propose in Paris. She put her hand to her mouth. She said, "I am sorry." I blew out the candle. I felt empty and strangely clear. I did not throw her out, not yet. I slept on the couch. In the morning, I opened a notes app. I wrote the date and her sentence. I added, "Tickets burned, call airline anyway." I checked my email for receipts. I opened a folder on my laptop called Maya Timeline. I saved the booking, her text about Liam, and a photo of the burned envelope. No adjectives, just dates. Over the next week, little things clicked. She said she was at yoga. Her map's location showed a hotel downtown. She said her card had been skimmed. The statement showed a high-end restaurant I could not pronounce. She said her boss called late. The call log said blocked number. The feeling in my stomach did not go away. I stopped arguing and started collecting. I checked our shared budget sheet. 2 big cash deposits on her account in the last month. A new purse that cost more than my car insurance. A hotel charge that cleared at 2:11 a.m. I asked a simple question. "Can you walk me through these charges?" She said I was controlling. She said I did not trust her. She put her phone face down and went for a run. I did not chase. I called my sister, who is a paralegal. I asked her how to keep records if things got messy. She said, "Write it down. Keep calm. Do not snoop in ways that break the law. Get bank statements you have access to already. Save public posts. If you need a lawyer, call one before you act." I did that. I also called the airline. The tickets were truly non-refundable. I smiled at the bad poetry of that. I moved the confirmation into the folder. I added a subfolder called Money. I exported 6 months of our joint account and my own. I highlighted transfers to her account that I had made to help with rent when she said work was slow. Then I noticed a new name on 2 deposits into her account from a business account. Thorn Consulting LLC. The memo said retainer. I wrote the name down. I did not confront, not yet. That was my first action, not a scene. A plan. Update 1 on Saturday. I asked Maya to sit at the table. Daylight, no music. Phones face down. "I am not here to fight," I said. "I need facts. You told me you kissed Liam. I heard you. Now help me understand the money and the hotel." I slid a printed sheet with dates and amounts. I kept my tone flat. Her eyes went hard. She said it was none of my business how she handled her independence. She said friends paid her back in cash. I pointed to the business deposits. "Who is Thorn Consulting?" I asked. She stood. She called me a snoop. She said, "You always want to manage me." She took her phone from the counter. It lit up with a message. A preview show, dinner at 8, MT. Her thumb shook. She locked it and put it in her pocket. "Is MT Marcus Thorn?" I asked. I did not know for sure, but I had typed Thorn Consulting into a search bar last night, and found a Marcus Thorne who owned a property group and a shell of shells. His age matched the rumor of the fancy dinners. His face matched the table gossip of a man who liked fast cars and slow answers. She tried a laugh that had no sound. "You are paranoid," she said. "It is a client from the agency." "You work hourly at a boutique firm," I said. "Your W-2 says that. Clients don't pay you retainer to your personal account." I slid a second paper, a simple budget. "Here are the transfers I made to you this year to help with rent. Here are the cash deposits. I need to know if I have been paying for a story." She went red and then pale. "I kissed Liam," she said. "That's all." I needed attention. "You got busy with work. You planned Paris without asking me. You make moves like chess." I felt small. "Marcus is a friend. You are making him into a monster." I stayed in the chair. I said, "I burned the tickets because of that kiss." "I am not burning my life because of your friend." I stood. "I will be staying with my brother for a few days. We will talk on Tuesday. I want your answer about the money. Please do not spend from the joint account. I will pause my transfers today." I took my keys and a small bag. I left. At my brother's I wrote the plan: items to split, utilities to move, passwords to change. I put a new line on the plan: "Look deeper into MT." I did not hunt passwords or break into anything. I checked public records and what I could see by right. I found a photo of Meyer at a charity gala from 3 weeks ago with a group of donors. Marcus stood 2 people away. I found a comment under a mutual friend's post from a night Maya had told me she worked late. The comment tagged a rooftop bar. I saved them. I opened a folder named Thorne. I saved a LinkedIn page, a business registry link, and a charity photo. Calm, clean. Tuesday night I came home. Maya sat on the couch with her legs tucked under her like nothing had changed. I asked again, "Who is Marcus Thorne to you?" She stared at me like I had committed a crime by saying his name. Then she said the sentence that ended it for me. "He helps me reach my potential," she said. "He invests in me. You never believed in me like that." I went very still. I said, "We are done." She said I was cruel. I packed a second bag. I did not slam a door. I drove to my brother's and slept like a person who has just put down a heavy box. Update 2. The next morning I met with a lawyer in a small office with a plant that had seen better days. I said we were not married. I asked what steps I could take to end our lease clean and protect my money. He said to separate finances now. He said to document everything. He said to give her a written 30-day notice to vacate if I stayed or to request mutual lease release if I left. He also said not to broadcast anything on social media. Courts like quiet records, he said. Landlords like clear emails. I opened a new checking account and moved my direct deposit. I paused my auto transfer to our joint account. I removed Meyer as an authorized user on my card. I changed streaming passwords and sent a short email. "I'll cover utilities I set up through the 30th. After that, please transfer to your name. I'll remove my name from the lease if you want to stay and the landlord agrees. If not, we can both leave. Let me know by Friday." She replied a few hours later. "You can't kick me out. I have nowhere to go," she wrote. "Stop being dramatic. We can fix this. I will block Liam." No mention of Marcus. I sent the formal 30-day notice to vacate with the landlord CC'd. The landlord replied that we were both tenants and had to agree. I replied that I would continue to pay my half until move out and would schedule a walk-through. Calm. Boring. Maya posted a story with a quote about men who fear women who shine. I did not reply. Mutuals sent me screenshots. I saved them to a folder named Posts. Her friend messaged me to ask if I had hurt Maya. I replied, "No, we broke up. We will handle the lease and bills. Please do not involve me in posts." Then I muted everyone who wanted a show. 2 days later, a cashier at a grocery store near my work told my sister that she had seen Maya at a hotel lobby with a man in a gray suit. I did not chase. I had enough. Instead, I drafted a clean email to Maya. "I am ending the relationship and moving out on the 30th. I will take the couch, bookshelves, my desk, and my clothes. You keep the bed, table, and all kitchen items you brought. I will schedule the walk through. After we move, do not contact me except for mail. Please confirm by tomorrow. She wrote back 4 lines that did not answer the question. I resented. She wrote, confirmed. A week later, the fallout started on her side. Liam messaged me, we were done before you and she needs freedom. I did not reply. A different message came from an unknown number. This is Marcus. Do not harass Maya. I took a breath and sent one reply, please do not contact me again. I blocked the number. I saved the screenshot. Then Maya tried money again. She asked me to cover her half of rent for one last month because she was between paychecks. I replied with the ledger from our joint sheet and the transfers I had already made this year. I offered to pay for a mover to take my items and leave her the apartment clean if she agreed to sign a mutual release with the landlord on the day. She called me cold. I booked the mover. 2 days before move out, a small thing broke for her. The wealthy man stopped being a rumor. A mutual friend posted and tagged Marcus at a gallery. Maya commented a heart. Then she deleted it. Another mutual sent me a photo that night of Maya getting into a black car outside the gallery. It was none of my business anymore. I put my phone face down. I slept. Move out was dull. 2 friends, a van labeled boxes. Maya stayed in the bedroom with the door half closed. When I left, I put my key on the counter. She came out and stood across the room. You will regret this, she said. He sees me. I nodded. I said, good luck. I left. 2 weeks later, the landlord emailed me that Maya had not paid her half. He asked if I would cover. I replied with the notice and the walk-through record that showed I had vacated. I attached the email thread. He said he would proceed with her on the remaining lease term. I was removed. Relief felt like air. The next month, I heard a rumor that Marcus had a wife in another city. I did not chase facts. I had my own to manage. I moved into a small studio with a window that faced a tree and a radiator that hissed. I put a key bowl by the door. I slept. Update 3 months after I moved, Maya texted. Can we talk? She wrote. Emergency. I sent one reply. Public place. 30 minutes. Saturday noon. Cafe on 3rd. She agreed. She arrived late. She wore sunglasses inside. She took them off and I saw she had not slept. She said, Liam is gone. Marcus is not what I thought. His wife found messages. He blocked me. He switched the deposits to an assistant. I can't pay rent. I need help, please. I kept my voice even. I am sorry this is happening to you, I said. I will not help with money. We are done. She stared at me like I had said a word in a language she did not speak. You are cruel, she said. You are enjoying this. I am not, I said. I am finished. I slid a printout she could take with numbers for a free legal clinic, a housing resource line, and a job board for retail and admin. These might help, I said. Please do not contact me again, she cried. She asked if I had really burned the tickets. I said yes. She whispered, I would have said yes. I nodded. I know what you said, I said. Take care. She reached out once more a week later. I am sorry, she wrote. I lied to you. I lied to myself. I will figure it out. I sent one line. I hope you do. Then I blocked her number and email. The door shut soft. Final update, it has been 14 months since I burned the Paris tickets and opened a folder. My life is small in the way that fits. I moved to a 1-bedroom near a park. I put shelves up myself and did not care that they are a little crooked. I cook on Sundays and freeze soup in clear containers so I can see what I forgot. Work is steady. I built a plan that cut spoilage at 2 warehouses. My boss sent a nice email. I pinned it for a week and then unpinned it. Maya did not crash in public. She faded. She left the apartment and moved in with a friend for a while. She took a job at a different agency. Her account went private. Someone said Marcus moved a few states away. Someone else said he did not. It does not matter. I do not track her. I do not say her name out loud. When people ask, I say, we broke up. We handled the lease. I wish her well. It is true, and it keeps my pulse slow. Liam sent me a long message one night about fate and chemistry. I did not read past the first line. I deleted it. My sister asked if I ever got my money back for the flights. I said no. She said, "Take me to Paris then. I am free in October." We laughed. Then we did it. I bought 2 new tickets with new dates. We walked along the river in stupid tourist shoes and ate bread and looked at art that made our necks hurt. It was simple. It was clean. We did not talk about any of this except once. On the Pont Neuf at sunset, my sister said, "You could have been here with a lie." I said, "I prefer this." People ask where the revenge is. They want a video of the tickets burning. They want a speech to Marcus in a lobby. They want me to post screenshots and tag employers. I do not have that. My revenge looked like dates and bank statements. It looked like a calm email to a landlord. It looked like moving my direct deposit and changing passwords. It looked like handing a paper with numbers for a clinic and then blocking a number. It looked like sleep. I kept one thing from the bad months, not the ring, not the burned paper. A page from my notes app that I printed and taped inside the closet. Hear the sentence. Write it down. Follow the money. Leave clean. When I dress in the morning, I see it. It does not make me angry. It makes me steady. If you are where I was, here is what helped. Believe the small mismatch. Save receipts. Do not argue on a feed. Do the boring legal thing before the dramatic thing. Move money you control. Pay only what is yours. Keep your voice low. Keep a folder. Sleep. There is no perfect ending here. Maya will be okay. She knows how to get a job and how to make a plan when she wants one. Liam will find someone who likes his kind of story. Marcus will keep being Marcus until he doesn't. That is not my work. My work is this. A new set of mugs. A quiet chair. A sister who will get on a plane for bread. A park where the same dog fails to catch the same ball and stays happy anyway. Sometimes I walk past the old building above the bakery and smell the mixers start. I hope the new tenants like the light in the kitchen in late afternoon. I keep walking home to a place that fits. I put my keys in a bowl. They make a small sound. I sit. I read. The door shuts. It stays shut. That is enough.